So when I first went to Youth Alpha and to church with them, I met Paul, and he was just like a really like bright, like open armed person that I knew like I could talk to.
Paul has played a big part of my life. Honestly, I can call him whenever.
Paul always just accepted me for whatever, even if I might have not shown up that first week.
Everybody in our hometown knows Paul. He ran the local surfing organization that a lot of us competed in. He's even got a star in the Surfing Walk of Fame in Huntington Beach downtown. But then he became my principal.
Surfing at the summer beach.
So I was out in Covina working as a teacher for a while, and then became a principal. Met my wife, had kids. They were all killed by a drunk driver. And at that point, my life kind of fell apart. Left me kind of in a spot where I was wondering what this is all about. And ran into a student at my school over at Marina High School, where I was a principal, named Adam.
But he started to go through a really hard time, flatlined and came back, and just a lot of trauma. And I remember just thinking, I'm like, gosh, this guy needs the Lord so bad.
I have to survive this world and all the good and bad things that happen. You just have to get through.
It was actually me and another friend. We were gonna team up and try and get Paul to go to church and try and get the Lord in his life. Kind of made a game out of it, I guess, but we're like, we'd text each other like, hey, I just invited Paul to go to church.
And about 100 times I said no.
It was almost like a last-ditch effort. So I went to the store and I got him a Bible.
Did you get to talk about alt camp?
No, I didn't get to plug it.
And every once in a while I get to read this, and I usually start breaking up because of it, because things he wrote in this just really moved me to make some steps in my life I didn't know I was ready to make. I bought you this Bible so you could find God in it. And you will learn that your life has a purpose and that God loves you. In times of hurt, sorrow, worry, or joy, God is always with you. He will never leave you. I know you've been through a lot in this life, but never forget about the future in heaven for believers, a place of paradise where pain does not exist. Love you, brother, Adam. Sorry, man. See what you did to me? And but somehow I ended up on my knees at the front of the church, asking for prayer. I hadn't cried for a long time, because all those things that had happened in my life kind of hardened you, and that's the night I gave myself to the Lord.
It's pretty incredible seeing what he's doing now with Youth Alpha.
Yeah, clubs in public schools in California have to be student-led. It can't be something that I want to do in a school and then I try to get kids to want to do it with me. It has to be something generated from kids, and that's where Youth Alpha stepped in, because it really filled a void that I needed to be able to really keep the main thing the main thing.
For me, when I joined Youth Alpha, I honestly found myself questioning beforehand, just like, what is my purpose with God and what does he have for me? And I honestly found that through Youth Alpha, and honestly just becoming stronger in faith.
I had this deeper desire to just really want to talk about Jesus with kids, what it means, and how do you do it, and what if you don't believe? That's okay, let's talk about it and answer your questions.
And going to Youth Alpha and having the fellowship and like the people around me really like showed me I don't have to be like ashamed of my faith.
It's just a safe place, it's not intimidating. I think that's what I like most about it, is just you get every type of person in there.
Kids talking to kids about Jesus, but not being judgmental about kids who maybe don't believe. Alpha Youth allows us to bring all kids into the same place at the same time.
Just this year, I've been able to honestly sit down with a couple of my friends, and they'll have questions, and I just feel that I can be that second hand and just help them through whatever they need to know.
So I think the ripple effect is that it's strengthened the faith of the kids that we have as leaders. So that'll spread in that way. They'll bring their friends in, and we'll have a bigger group of students involved in Youth Alpha than we had in the past. 3 of our kids at one of our schools decided they wanted to get baptized this year. And I was lucky enough to be able to baptize them, which was just an amazing compliment to the program and to what they've gotten out of it.
The pizzas. He brings pizza, which honestly is a big play.
And they're a little timid at first. They take a couple bites of their pizza and then they realize that, wow, other people are actually talking about Jesus and they've never seen it before.